Hey everyone, it's Lisa Flynn, your host of the Mindful Activity of the Day series sponsored by Yoga for Classrooms. Today, I want to share with you one of my favorite breathing practices, and I think a real favorite of most of my students as well. This is extra fun because we get to make noise. It's called bumblebee breath, and it's called bumblebee breath because when we practice bumblebee breath, we sound a little bit like a swarm of bees around a hive. And you'll understand that in just a few minutes. Now, I like to do bumblebee breath for transitions or to calm and focus and to bring my awareness to the present moment, bring my awareness maybe in more towards myself than what's going on out here. So it's great in a school setting from transitioning back in from lunch and recess, or really just anytime just for fun, and to bring the energy in the class down and to get everyone on the same page ready for the next learning activity. So you could do this at home too, anytime you want. I know for me, it's just a great calming and focusing breath. So let's try it together. I'm going to teach you in 3 steps, and I want you to pay attention to the differences between the 3 variations. And then once you've learned bumblebee breath, you can choose to do any one of those variations or all 3 back to back. It's really up to you. So the first one we're going to do is it's just a deep inhale through your nose. You're going to breathe all the way in, fill up your lungs, and then you're going to hum it out as long as you can. So it's a long extended exhale. So here we go. Breathe in through your nose and hum it out. Wow, I think I can still hear you. You guys have a lot of lung capacity. So that was it. That was bumblebee breath. Now notice we had eyes open, ears open, and we were just noticing what we were noticing. And I'm wondering if you're with a group or with friends or other students, you might have noticed that you could hear, maybe your focus went to the sounds of their humming, and maybe you didn't notice yours as much, or maybe you were looking around the room because your eyes were open, just kind of noticing that. Maybe you could hear me, right through the screen. We're going to try it a second time and do this a little bit differently. This time, I invite you to close your eyes. So the same exact breath, but we're going to keep our eyes closed and notice if it's different. Notice any change in terms of where your awareness goes, okay? Closing your eyes if that's comfortable for you. And take a deep breath in through your nose and hum it out. And when you're done, you can gently open your eyes. What did you notice? Where did your listening ears go? What did you hear? Was there any change from the first time? I don't want to answer that for you. I'm going to let you answer that question for yourself and with anybody that's around you right now. I'll tell you what my experience was. I heard myself a little bit better, and I wasn't as much noticing anyone else. That tends to be the response, but you might have had a different experience, and that's okay too. Let's take it a step further. This time, we're going to close our eyes and put our hands over our ears to shut off our hearing from the outside. So I don't recommend plugging your ears, because actually that can be a little bit loud. If you're humming and your ears are completely closed, it can sound almost too loud inside. So what you can do is just cover your ears, and then if you feel like it's a little too loud, you can uncup your ears a little bit, right? So you can keep a little bit of covering, but wherever it's most comfortable for you. All right, here we go. Eyes closed. Hands cupping over your ears. Let's take a deep breath in and hum it out. Gently opening your eyes when you're finished. You can take your hands off your ears. Did you notice anything? Was it different even than the first couple of times? Where did you go? What did you hear? What were you aware of? I'll let you answer that for yourself. And maybe you have a family member, or maybe you're in a classroom right now and you can share that amongst each other. I'm guessing you heard yourself even louder, and sometimes we actually can feel the sensation of the vibration inside our throat or our lips or inside our mouth. And maybe you even noticed other things that I'm not even thinking about. Everyone's experience is going to be a little bit different. But notice with those 3 practices of the taking bumblebee breath, the first time, maybe our awareness was out here a little bit. Second time, we brought it in a little closer. Maybe you could hear yourself a little more. Third time, we were right inside. And that's what makes this such a nice transition activity. We can bring our awareness and shift our attention from everything that's going on outside of us and bring it in a little bit more and a little bit more until we're right here again. And we're doing it together. So we're connecting as a class community and a family as well. So thank you so much for joining me for Bumblebee Breath. Again, if you're going to practice this at any other time, you could go right to here if you want to, okay? Or just cup the ears, or just close the eyes, or keep your eyes open. It's really up to you. So there's always lots of modifications and variations that you can experiment with doing any of these mindful activity practices. Feel free to make them your own. Have fun, have a great day, and I'll see you for the next mindful activity of the day. Bye-bye.